Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So this video is going to be on my latest released Feel It. This track got reviewed by Mixmag. It was supported by some big DJs. It was played in Berlin, and vinyl sold out across multiple represses. So in this video I'm going to break down exactly how I made it, from the groove and drums to the arrangement and the small details that made the track. It's fairly simple overall, but everything just works together very well. So I'm going to just play it from the start before the bass comes in, and then I'll break every element down bit by bit. So let's get into it. Simple arrangement, simple groove. Right, so let's get into it. There's not a whole lot going on in this track, very small amount of channels, even drums, everything like that. So I'm just going to start with the drums. I'll play them all together here without the bass, so just let me loop this. Right, so basically we have a kick. This kick's just from a DeMarzo pack that I got a couple of years ago. It's just a solid kind of rounded kick. Used this quite a bit. Bit of heavy EQing going on there, just to fit it with the bass. But yeah, let's go on to the loop. So this loop, I think this is one of those best service ones or something like that. Just removed some of the transients. I think I just layered it up then, yeah. So then we have the hat. So we extracted the groove from this. So to do that, a lot of people know how to do it, some people probably don't. So when you extract the groove, it will basically have everything in the same kind of swing, so it'll kind of work together like your hi-hats and stuff. So I just go, where is it, somewhere here, extract groove, and then when I went on to my hi-hats, then you can just select that groove here, and then it'll work along better with the main loop of the track. Don't have to do it. Sometimes it doesn't always sound great, sometimes it does, but I just worked with this. And then same with the clap. So basically you just have clap, 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 and then the final one's just a little bit longer. It's just like just drags out a little bit, just for a small bit of variation, because the drums are very simple. There's not a whole lot going on. The whole track is simple, even the bass, but you'll see as I go on. And then we added this little tambourine. Now this is just a sample that I have from an old record. It's literally just like a little one-shot sample here, but it just gives it a nice little bit of, I don't know, it just gives it a nice little groove, so you can hear it without it. Originally the track didn't have that, but it felt like it was missing something. I didn't know what, but I just threw this in and yeah, it just all came together then. Same groove on that as well. So there's all the drums. Simple EQ, but I always tidy up at the end with FabFilter. So I'll do simple EQ with EQ8 on Ableton, and then when I have everything sounding close enough to how I want, then I'll tighten it all up with FabFilter, because I can see where the frequencies are fighting for space and stuff like that. And I can just do it a little bit more of a cleaner mix with that. So we also have this cymbal sound here. I don't know if it's from like an 808 or something like that. Just a one shot with a little bit of reverb. Yeah, and then we have this effect then before the bass comes in. So this is just from Blue 2. I'll show you the bass pattern now. So there's the bass pattern. Look, 2 notes. Couldn't be any simpler. But the elements on top of it is what make it work. So let's see. So yeah, using the Pro Mars in this is kind of a hot, it's really a warm synth. So I kind of have to take it back a little bit because it's too loud. So you can see I took out a lot of frequencies here, and then I'm even EQing it again with the FabFilter. So we have kickstart on here with the sidechain, and then we're going to FabFilter, and you can see we're cutting out some here. See, I already removed a lot of low end here, so I didn't need to cut out too much with FabFilter, but I could see what was clashing with the kick. So then I just removed some here around 47 Hertz. And I just kind of tightened it up. So together the kick and the bass sound like this. So the kick really punches through still, but the bass is still solid. So that's just a little slap of reverb on that last clap on the send and return, just like this. And then the vocal, the first vocal is just an acapella that I got on YouTube or something like that. It's from Jazzy P, Feel the Rhythm. And yeah, it's just, I just put it into slice mode and I removed the sensitivity down to 69 and just start hitting the keys. And then when I got something that sounded half decent, I just kind of made a little rhythm with it, so you can hear it now. And then we have that stab sound, which is from our that's from our sample pack in the Crate Audio Originals sample suite. We also have another new pack out. By the time this video comes out, it should be released. It's really focused on like old school tech house and kind of progressive sound, but it's really cool. We have a lot of nice stuff in it. So yeah, if you want to check the link in the bio, it should be out by the time this video. But everyone will receive an email. So if you got our free pack before, you'll get an email about that, and there'll also be a discount code on that if you want to get that pack early. It's probably one of the best packs we've made. It's really, really nice. So if you want to check that out, hit the link in the bio. Or in the description, sorry. Then we have the effect, another effect then coming in. This one's from Predator, and it's just to kind of show we have a change coming in the track. So you remove everything, we just leave the bass, and then we bring in this chord sound. That's just a one-shot sample, and you can see it's quite simple here. It's just 3 notes we've done. We've added a little bit of echo, a little bit of saturation, EQ, and then more EQ from FabFilter. So yeah. We leave the bass in and we kind of slowly bring up the filter on the bass, just so it doesn't suddenly stop. Sometimes when you take the bass out without a filter on it, There's too much low end, it kind of just cuts off and it sounds really loud, especially on a loud system in a club. So that's why I just moved this filter up a little bit, and then it kind of slaps in more then when the kick comes back in with the bass and the rest of the elements. So that's a new vocal from the same pack. Look, we panned it left and right because we bring the original one back in as well. So the original one's going straight down the middle, and then the other one are going left and the other one's going right. So this is, yeah, it's the same thing here, look. Slice mode. We have this chord sound from Modular. Look, this is the chord settings we have on the MIDI effect. So you have 7 semitones, 9 semitones and 12 semitones. The strums on 0.40 milliseconds. And yeah, we have this. This is like my little go-to organ sound, and I made this myself years ago, but I can honestly never find a better organ sound from this little preset I made. Now, dry, it doesn't sound great, but I added this gate compressor from Waves onto it, and it just gives it so much life. Let me show you now. Maybe not now. Yeah, we have quite a bit of reverb, a little bit of echo. Usually I push that gate compressor a little bit more, and this track I didn't. I thought I did, but it didn't make much of a difference. Just some transients pushed out a little bit more, I think. And then the second vocal comes back in now. And you can see I'm just removing some of the drums here at the end of each phrase. So like here I just left in the clap, and then I removed the last bit of the loop, and then the same at the end of this one. Leave the clap and just remove this little bit here. Just made it flow a little bit better. So then I just roll off all the drums and then slowly bring the elements back in with that chord sample, because that's not playing with any of the other elements. So I bring it back in with the elements, and then I do the same kind of drop again, except I bring all the elements back in at the same time. So effect there. Some delay on that. So on my send and returns I have quite a few here. I have that GTR stomp, Space Echo, same, it's from the GTR. Then I have an Ableton, no, it's a GTR stomp as well. Then I have an Ableton delay, and then I have Tiny Space, which I don't use that much on the send and return. And then I have 2 parallel compressors, one for mono and one for stereo. Very simple track. So yeah, that's basically it. Like, this is one of these tracks that I was gonna do nothing with. It was sitting on my hard drive for a long time, and my friend was looking for tunes for his label, sent it over to him. He wanted this one out of all of them, And then it ends up doing really well. It's always the ones you don't think, like this got me a lot of followers, a lot of players, a lot of people message me and stuff. And yeah, it's usually the ones you don't think that do very well and that are the most simple and probably came together the quickest. This was just me jamming at home, probably sitting in bed, just making a little loop, turned into this. And yeah, ends up doing very good, getting repressed multiple times, so can't complain. Right, we will leave it there, gang. If you have any questions or anything you'd like to see in future videos, drop a comment below. I like getting new ideas and I love helping people out as much as I can. If you want to check out our packs, hit the link. Our new pack should be up there by now. It's really good pack. I'm going to make a video on it soon. And yeah, thanks for watching. And if you can like, comment, subscribe, it'll really help me a lot so we can keep making these videos and helping people out as much as I can. So thanks, gang.